All right, welcome back, everybody, to the second half action here at the Pella Park and Rec Center. Here's your halftime totals. First for the McQueen Casino. Really pacing away. No, you would have guessed it. Jacob Manning with 9 points. Brian Churchill comes in with 4. 2 points for Jody Johnson. 8 points for Andre Thompson. 3 points for Austin Shelton. 6 points for Kurt Carlson. Leading the way for Emerald Queen Casino here tonight. Pacing away for the Wildcats with 11 points. Of course, Deontay Dixon, our leading scorer. Amir Padden with 6. Kanye Cheddar with 5. And D'Angelo Moore with just 3. Pacing the way for the Bremerton Wildcats. As you guessed, a low-scoring game for those who follow the Wildcats. Biggest lead for the Wildcats was at 5 and 18-14. Then the McQueen Casino went on a nice little run. They went on a 24-8 run to take the lead over the Wildcats, and that's where it sits right now at 8 points. As they adjusted the score on us, it's 34-27. I'm not sure how they get to that, because I have 37-28, and I keep a pretty tight scorebook over here on the side. But hey, what the heck? I don't know. I'm just a broadcaster, man. And plus I went to North Mason, so hey, my math, okay. So we got the 20 minutes on the clock here before we get going in the second half. The Wildcats are going to have to figure out a way to battle the size inside, primarily with Kurt Carlson and Jacob Manning, and of course Brian Churchill. All three of those guys have been dominant underneath. Of course, the Wildcats showed exposed the quickness of the McQueen Casino as they were able to speed up and down the floor, but have not shot well from the field tonight. We'll see how that plays out here in the second half of play. Wildcats are inbound straight across from us to start things off here in the second half. We are underway. Deontay Dixon. Repeated D'Angelo Moore out on top. Drives to the free throw line. Looks to the cutting. Amir Padden kicks out for Taylor for 3. These are short. And McQueen Casino with the rebound. They will come out of backcourt. Far side, Andre Thompson elevates and hits to 3. The ripple and the triple for Thompson, 37-26. Padden drives in, pulls up from 6 feet. Back iron, no good. Manning with the rebound. In the front court is Thompson. Skips it to Kenny Hart, who fades away on one leg and hits. He flamingos one in to Kenny Hart. 39-26, 13-point lead. Shot off the mark and it's put back up in by the Wildcats. .18:56 to go, 39-26. The 28. They just put the score up on the board. And turnover on the play will give the Wildcats basketball off to our right. In the pad, and elevates conversion on quickly, however, on the play by the Wildcats defense. Shot off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Kenny Hart. His long pass down, and Shelton picked off by the Wildcats. Walking in with 3 is Deontay Dixon. Deontay Dixon. Nails the gap, 39-31. In the front court, stepping back is Andre Thompson. Misses the shot. Here comes the speed of D'Angelo Moore. Go pull and spin in the front lane, but lose control of the basketball. Picked up by Manning. Long pass down. It's 1-on-2. Stepping up is Kenny Hart for 3. Swirls in and out. Dixon. Good defense on him by Shelton. Kicks into Rotomi. Out for 3 off the hands of Dixon. And the rebound by McQueen Casino. Feeds one down. For a long shot by Austin Shelton, who drains the shot. 42-31. Back the other way. Shot off the mark. Pulled down by Jody Johnson. Biggest lead of the night is at 11 points by Emerald Queen Casino. There's Manning, goes in, and went back, went home, but he just fouled on the play. I was talking to Jacob Manning at the break. He says he's 6'5", and looks a lot bigger than that. I told him so. So I told him on the air. I told everybody on the air. I'll tell everybody he's 6'9", 280. Because that's what he's playing like out there for Emerald Queen Casino, and he hits the first free throw. First points of the second half gives him 7. Next free throw is also good. I'll give him 11 for the game. Excuse me. Dixon with the basketball. He'll step back for a 3. Lone drop. Johnson with the rebound. Gives it to Manning. Pass too strong. Dixon can't handle it. It'll go off his hands and out of bounds. Possession will stay with Emerald Queen Casino. 16 minutes and change here remaining in the basketball game, 44-31. Emerald Queen Casino on top. They're looking to get it inside, they do. Spinning around is Andre Thompson, misses the shot. He told me with the rebound. Gives it to Taylor, far angle. Thought about taking a shot, they'll set up the offense, trailing by 13, on top to Moore. That's one thing about the Wildcats, where they can't make their shots, so you have to go inside. Missed shot by DeAndre Moore there to clean up the mess with Kimo Witomi. (44-33). Emerald Queen Casino, Manning with the basketball, gets it back out on top to Kenny Hart. On him defensively is Witomi. Looking for something to do with the basketball. Takes left, goes right, and then walks with it. Turnover by Emerald Queen Casino. Here's Kurt Carlson, who was 7'9", comes in for Emerald Queen Casino. Not really a 7'9", but he's a shade bigger or the same size as Manning, who is a self-proclaimed 6'5", shot by Connie Taylor, no good. Dixon pulls down there off of the rebound at the pad, drives in, cut off there by the defensive Carlson. Back out on top, DeAndre Moore near angle. Fakes left, goes right, steps up from 17 feet, back iron, no good. Ball tapped out, tracked down by DeAndre Moore. He'll go in with a bunny hop in, and is fouled on the play, I do believe, by Jody Johnson. Big old number 40 got a hand on him. Nope, it's going to go against Kirk Johnson. And DeAndre Moore will find himself at the free throw line. Clock ticking away, does not stop at Park and Rick basketball. Moore will dribble, bend, flex, and hit the free throw. DeAndre Moore. Dixon with 15 points here in the contest, leading the Wildcats. Moore's second free throw. He hits them both. 44-35, Emerald Queen Casino, leading it by 11. DeAndre Moore stepping up the defensive pressure against Kenny Hart. He works the pick from Carlson. Bounce back to Carlson. Put the dribble drive down, goes up the left hand, fling out the mark, no good. Going up the rebound is Kurt Carlson. Goes up, shot blocked outside. Long shot outside, back iron, no good. Wildcats with a rebound. Had nice feed inside, he spins to the rack and scores. Amir Padden, 8 points tonight for Padden. 44-37. Back within 7, and then raising and elevating, hitting the 3 is Manning. Lead back up to 10. Inside is Kanye Tater, goes up, misses a shot. Rebound pulled down by Dixon. He goes up and he is fouled on the play. He'll find himself back at the free throw line. Getting physical down there, and there's Jody Johnson whistle for the foul. Deontay Dixon, former Peninsula Pirate, at the free throw line. He'll bounce in the free throw. Janai Bayopi step in for the Wildcats. 6'2", 216, Bremerton Knight graduate. Next free throw, no good. Carlson with the rebound. Dumps a pass out to Johnson. Comes across half court. Off angle, dumps the pass down to Shelton. Up fakes. And then he nestles in over the front rim and scores. 8 points for him. Still turnover by the Wildcats. Manning. 47-39. 49-38, excuse me. And the ball will go out of play off a Wildcat and out of bounds on the far side of the floor. And McQueen Casino will inbounds. And coming back into the contest is Andre Thompson. 11 points for Thompson in the contest. Yep. Never stops. And on the inbounds, we have a foul. And a holding foul will go against Veopi. On the inbounds. Inbound completely funded to Jody Johnson. 2 points on tonight. Carlson back against the defense of Padden. Go muscle in and is fouled on the play as he spins in with a left-hand lay-in. Shot did not go, but a foul goes against the Wildcats. Amir Padden, former Bremerton Knight and current Olympic College Ranger. Just finished his freshman year. Free throw up and good. Left-hand free throw is good by Carlson. 7 points unofficially for Carlson here in the contest. Next free throw, that builds the lead back up to 50-38. Back up to 12. And that can make it 13. As Janichi Lanslin from 6'4", 2018. Bremerton Knight will check in for the Bremerton Wildcats. Ten minutes to go in this one. Deontay Dixon out to Moore. Uses a screen on the pick and slip for the Veopi. Goes in a left-hand lane, too strong. But tapped up and in by the leaping Deontay Dixon. (51-40). Wildcats back within 11. 9:58 to go here in the game. Wildcat on top to Shelton. Dumps down low to Manning. Kicks out to Jody Johnson for a long three. Off the mark. Lipping up is Padden Yank down the rebound. Flips out to D'Angelo Moore. Off angle. Drives in. Goes up left hand. Lay-in is good. D'Angelo Moore. Goes in the gap to 9. Jab stepping is Shelton. And then walking with the basketball is Shelton. Turnover by McQueen Casino. Here come the Wildcats. Deontay Dixon thought about walking into a three, but feeds out to an off-angle three for D'Angelo Moore. Instead, goes in and goes out. Rebound pulled down by McQueen Casino. Faces to backcourt pressure. Lance will meet him in backcourt. Here's Johnson driving in to the body of Lanslin, and it will be a foul on the Wildcats, I do believe. And going to the free throw line will be Jody Johnson. And for 2. 8:47 to go in this one. Johnson will bend, flex, and hit the free throw. Lead stretches back out to 10 for EQC. 52-42. Next free throw off the mark, and then there's over the back is Churchill, but the rebound pulled down by the Wildcats. Deontay Dixon kicks out. Was going to kick out to D'Angelo Moore, but converged on defensively by Emerald Queen Casino. Padden will step back for 3. A high arcing 3. No good. And the ball tapped out by Churchill. And the basketball will remain Wildcats basketball, and checking back in for EQC is Kenny Hart. He'll bring the ball back up and down the floor. And we have a timeout on the floor. With the timeout, we'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball on ISPNSports.com. Hey, well, game portion of this broadcast is brought to you by Tiny Mushroom Sign Shop, House Call Cleaning Services, PC Parts and Service, Tequila Los Cazadores, HK Insurance, Lifestyle Chiropractic Center, McLeod's Grill House and Bar, Taco Rico, for total order of Eagles and BremertonJunk.com. A 10-point lead for McQueen Casino as the Wildcats keep making their move. But keeping them at bay is McQueen Casino. They right now have a 10-point lead with 8 minutes to go here in the contest. Wildcats win bounds. And D'Angelo Moore near wing on top to Dixon for left hand. 3 in and out, no good. Churchill with the rebound. Here McQueen Casino will come across half court. Met there by Gursky, who's come in. Try to dip it underneath to Churchill. Does, misses the shot. Real for the rebound. Griff with speed in the front court, hands off to Moore. Has the ball jabbed away from behind by Hart. Retrieves it to Moore. Goes in, big 1-2. Rumps into a big oak tree underneath and is fouled on the play. Churchill will help him to his feet. The foul would be whistled on Aaron Shelton. Being McQueen Casino. D'Angelo Moore will go to the free throw line. Trying to get this 10-point lead to single digits by McQueen Casino. Referees will talk things over and momentarily the clock will stop. And not sure what the conversation's all about. And they're probably figuring out who's calling on. They call it on number 11, Aaron Shelton. Moore at the free throw line for 2. Free throw up and good by D'Angelo Moore.
I know.
52-43. And the next free throw can't get it to fall, and Carlson will pull down the rebound. Driving in and foul called on the Wildcats. Deontay Dixon doesn't like the foul. It's on the floor, no shot. McQueen Casino will inbounds right off to our left is Kurt Carlson. 7 points unofficially for him in the contest. Been him and Manning. Manning now has 14 points here in the contest. And Carlson will inbounds right off to our left. Gets it in and has a pocket pick. There's Austin Shelton going up to D'Angelo Moore and scoring for the Bremerton Wildcats. 7-point lead now for EQC. Facing some backcourt pressure now. They're trying to get it across to Churchill. In for a long 3 by Shelton off the mark. Lance was simply going out of bounds, but trying to keep it from, as it's flung back in, was Gursky stepping on the inline. And there'll be in McQueen Casino mouse ball is Ulysses Todd Williams will check in for Wildcats. Bremerton High School graduate, 2006. Ball's thrown away. Here on the run is Williams. Goes coast to coast, leads it up and in, and is Williams. 52-47. Nice toast to backcourt pressure. Here's Shelton. On him is Lancelin. Converts on by Williams. And double team. They finally get it to Kurt Carlson. Ball jabbed away in the interbounds of Churchill. Gursky with it. To Dixon for 3. Back iron, no good. Shelton with the rebound. Here's a 3. Short. To follow his own shot, gets a rebound. Puts it up. It's Kenny Hart's 4th point of the night. Big offensive rebound. 54-47. Moore for 3. Buries a shot, D'Angelo Moore. 54-50. Here come the Wildcats. Under just over 4 minutes ago, here's Carlson driving in into the big body of Gursky, drawing the offensive foul. Is Carlson. And we have some reserves coming back in. Well, not the reserves, but some more of those stars that were in here earlier. Andre Thompson. Jacob Manning will come in, as well as Jody Johnson. 54-40. Wildcats on a run. A 12-4 run by the Wildcats. Moore goes in, hangs in the air, leaves it short. There's Manning with a defensive rebound. Here's Johnson. To Hart. To Manning. To Hart. Near side to Shelton, now to Manning. Looking to use a little bit of clock. Kanye Taylor on him. To Thompson. Straight away. Now to Thompson. Using some clock. Already in McQueen Casino. Gursky on him defensively. Back out on top to Hart. Country pass underneath. Tapped away and then kept alive by Williams. They'll step on the inline as they maintain possession in McQueen Casino. Mearpad will check back in for the Wildcats. Trailing by 4. 3:08 to go here in the contest. Pair of threes working against together. Williams against Hart. Hart drives in with the right hand lane and scoops and scores. He blows right back to defense to Williams. 6 points for Hart. 3-point lead. 56-50. Deontay Dixon with the answer. 56-53. Manning with the basketball. Now here at half court is Thompson between the circles, works against the defense. Amir Padden pokes the ball away. And then trying to go for the basketball is Padden. He'll take out the legs of Thompson. A foul called on Padden. And just a great effort defensively by Amir Padden. The clock will roll till 2 minutes and it will stop on any out of bounds or any timeouts. Here's almost a steal by D'Angelo Moore. Hart will drive in. Feeds in. Manning goes up and a foul called on the Wildcats. So he comes into the lane like a train. Clock stopped. 2 minutes to go. 56-53. Wildcats have stormed from behind. And referees and Williams having a conversation. Referees have seen it, had enough of that. Coming to knock it off. Coach Fortune enjoying the action off to our right. Wildcats sitting on the edge of their bench, watching the action as the Wildcats pull within 3. Manning at the free throw line. Go bend, flex, and get the free throw, a big free throw. Makes it 57-53 with 2 minutes to go. Next free throw is also good. Backs it away is Deontay Dixon. He is tripped up. Tumbles hard to the floor. Wildcats trail by 5, 58-53. Foul's going to go against Andre Thompson. Thompson, 11 points here in the contest. Williams. To Padden. Gets a pick from Kanye Taylor. Elevates. Leaves it short. Falls a shot. Gets his own rebound. Goes up with a right-hand finger roll. Can't get that to fall. Gets his own rebound. Sticks it back up and fouled on the play by McQueen Casino. Thompson again with the foul for McQueen. Padden at the free throw line. 1:40 to go. 5-point lead for McQueen Casino. A pair of big free throws coming up by Amir Padden. Free throw up and his front rim and playing's off left. Big free throw coming up by Amir. And he can't get either one of the free throws to drop. 2 big free throws missed by the Wildcats, trailing by 5. To Manning. Near side, back down on top to Andre Thompson. Dixon on him. Down to Manning. Jumps underneath to Shelton and is fouled on the play. Wildcats foul. And be a 1-1 opportunity coming up for Emerald Queen Casino. Wearing your jersey to green and white, much look a lot like the kids at Admiral. Free throw, a big one coming up for Emerald Queen Casino, and the first one is good off the 1-on-1. 9 points now for Shelton. 6-point lead for EQC. And the next free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound lands in the hands of Shelton. They just missed a free throw. Manning has a block. Gets it back. 1:25 to go. 6-point lead for EQC. Dixon trying to get a foul, and finally does get the shoving foul to stop the clock and send EQC to the free throw line to stop the clock with 1:19 to go here in the second half. 59-53. 6-point lead for Irma Creek Casino. Andre Thompson finds himself back at the free throw line. Has 11 points in the contest as him. Toes it up. Spins the rock and can't make the free throw. Patton with a rebound and down as he speeds out of backcourt. He'll find himself at the free throw line for a one-on-one opportunity. Another chance for the Wildcats to make their free throws, to creep a little closer. They trail by 6 with 1:16 to go here in the game. Amir Patton, 8 points to contest, so he hit the free throw. 59-54. 1:16 to go. Next free throw is good. The pad makes them both. 59-55, 4-point lead, and a foul and a collision, a head-on collision at half court. Foul will go against Williams. And with 1:10 to go, we may have a free throw shooting contest to wind down here at the Puyallup Rec Center. At the free throw line is Austin Shelton. So Ben flex and missed the first free throw on the front end of 2. Wildcats need to get this defensive rebound off the free throw if he misses the shot, and he does not. 60-55, 5-point lead. Gianzano Moore behind the back, goes in, has the ball stripped away. On the floor is Kanye Taylor, and tries to get it, and a timeout called by the Wildcats on the floor before anybody could get control of the basketball, or any one of the players get a hand on the basketball. We have a timeout. We'll step aside. Back in 30 seconds, you're listening to Wildcats basketball on ISPNSports.com. And portion of this broadcast here tonight has been brought to you by BremertonJunk.com. Got junk? Don't be a hoarder. Get rid of your stuff. BremertonJunk.com. And by the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Become a member today. Stop by at 2122 Sheridan Road in Bremerton. And by Lifestyle Chiropractic Center. Your path for health and healing in Bremerton. Well, here we go. 60-55. Wildcats on top. And it's getting a little chippy down the stretch here. Wildcats rebound to Dixon. Drives in, goes up to left-hand runner and hits. John J. Dixon, a big shot. 60-57. Backcourt pressure shown by the Wildcats, and a blocking foul called on Deontay Dixon. So 2 big free throws coming up. And it'll be Shelton at the free throw line. $10 points for him unofficially tonight. He'll toe it up again. He's a good free throw shooter, and he hits the first free throw. 61-57. 46.8 seconds to go here in the contest. And the next free throw, back iron. Rebound pulled down by Gianzano Moore. Dixon with the basketball. Speeds out of backcourt. Long 3 by Dixon. No good. Ball tapped out. Controlled by the Wildcats to Williams. Back to Amir Patton. 33 seconds to go. Williams drives in. Left hand runner and hits. Tried Williams. 4 points for Williams. Long pass down. 61-59. And a foul called on the other end. In the zone, they call a foul. Wildcats not happy about that, especially Williams. And at the free throw line again finds Austin Shelton. He'll be shooting 2. Free throw is good by Shelton. 3-point lead now, 62-59. This free throw is huge for EQC. Here goes he Ben flex and hits the free throw, a big free throw by Shelton. 2-possession game now. Wildcats have to speed things up. Stands more behind the back. The pattern, the corner for Williams for 3, and he got it. The ripple and the triple. 63-62. 63-62. They got to put the points up on the board. As the Wildcats just hit a 3 with Williams, 63-62. And they'll get it right on with a foul on the other end. However, Kenny Hart will find himself at the free throw line. Here we go. They got it right on the board. Here we are. 9.1 seconds to go. 2 things need to happen. One, for Kenny Hart needs to make his free throws. Even if he makes them both, the Wildcats have a shot to come down and get a game-tying 3 to send it to overtime. If Hart can't make both free throws, the Wildcats still have a chance to come down and tie or win the game with a long 3. 9.1 seconds to go. He'll bend, flex, and hit the free throw. Big free throw by Hart. 64-62. Go bend, flex, and make them both. Kenny Hart. Now backcourt pressure show. Get it to D'Angelo Moore. The 6, the 5, the 4, more for 3. Go from beyond the 3-point line. He will go to the free throw line with 3 free throws to try to tie this thing up with 3.2 seconds to go. So we're 3.2 seconds away and 3 free throws by D'Angelo Moore for overtime. He'll bend and flex and make the first free throw, D'Angelo Moore. Big free throw. (65-63). Next free throw by Moore is also good. (65-64). He can tie the game here. On his last free throw, he'll dry the sweat off his hands on his sweats. He'll dribble. He'll exhale. And ties the game. D'Angelo Moore at 65. With 3.2 seconds to go. The Wildcats and 3 free throws from D'Angelo Moore have tied things up at 65 in a classic battle. Here's a the Puyallup Recreational Center here tonight on the ISBNsports.com Game of the Week. We get the referees, Sean Elliott, Rodney Lucas, and Eric Flynn, calling a great game. Sean Elliott, Rodney Lucas, Eric Flynn. Good call. Here's another $10. Keep another call out there, okay? Well, we find themselves overtime, and perhaps 3.2 seconds to go. They'll talk it over. Wildcats will break huddle off to our right. And off to our left, EQC will talk things over. And they'll inbounds off to our right. Let's see what kind of defense the Wildcats will do now And where they'll inbound the basketball should be on the far baseline, and they will. Manning will do their duties for that. Wildcats will step back. But then the referees will talk things over, making they get everything right. And whatever they had to talk about, they did. The clock is right. And here we go. The ball tapped away by Kanye Taylor, who almost comes up with a steal. Kanye Taylor read that pass. We've seen that before by D'Angelo Moore here in the air. With the win over basketball, you have the long pass down. Dixon for three. We are headed to overtime. Here's the Puyallup Park and Rec Center. The Wildcats get their steal, but ran out of time to come down and score to see if they couldn't get the game winner. So the overtime is going to be 2 minutes, and each team gets one timeout to talk about things or try to preserve some time on the clock. Well, the Wildcats went on a big run down the stretch as they trailed at one point in time by down the stretch 54-47, 7 points. And then went on a run to get themselves back in it. They trailed 51-38 with 10 minutes to go. Outscoring 26-14, outscoring EQC by 12 since the 10-minute mark to force overtime. And that's where we're sitting right now. Some of the league scores: D'Angelo Moore, 3, 6, 8, 10, 11, 14, 18 points for D'Angelo Moore, including 3 big free throws down the stretch. Todd Williams, a big 3, 8 points for him. That tied the game. And Deontay Dixon, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points unofficial for him. And 5 points for Amir Patton. All unofficial stats. And Amir Patton is out on the floor doing chin-ups on the... Well, good thing this isn't college ball. They call you a technical for that. Hanging on the rim during a timeout, especially. Well, we got Patton, Moore, Taylor, Dixon, and Williams on the floor for the Wildcats. Yeah, we got Hart, we got Manning, we have Shelton and Carlson on the floor for Bremerton Casino. Try to track down one more body. It is Shelton. Starting 5 here for overtime, a 2-minute overtime. Here the tip is tapped in to Carlson. With his defense to Kanye Taylor. Left hand shot, no good. Panama yanked down the rebound. Wildcats on the run. The Dixon walks in for a 3. No good by Dixon. Hart with the rebound. Pass to Shelton. That's Austin Shelton. Gives it up to Hart. Or Andre Shelton. No relation between the two. Carlson down low. Spins in. Left hand shot out the window and hits. 67-65 here in overtime. Here's a hanging shot by Deontay Dixon. Ties the score at 69 or 67. .109 to go. Down to Shelton, spins in against the defense of Williams, uses a window and hits. Austin Shelton, he's having a big game quietly. 69-67, back it away, and here's Amir Patton running to the rack and tying things up. Amir Patton. Signing up at 69. Here's Shelton driving in, left hand shot, and then there was Deontay Dixon, and a foul called on Deontay Dixon. He worked the backside, and everybody had kind of stopped. And Shelton just put the dribble down with the left hand and goes in, and turning around was Deontay Dixon. Look what I found. He got a body bearing down on me. Turns around and draws the foul, sending Andre Thompson to the free throw line for a big 2 free throws for EQC. We're in overtime. And the free throw is no good. .6 seconds to go. Kimo Ratomi will come in quickly. Williams will step out, who hit a big 3 to wind down regulation and knock things up. At 65. And a shot is good. 70-69. Dixon, crossed over dribble, goes up with left hand reverse lay-in. Bounces and pulls through. Deontay Dixon. Wildcats with the lead, 71-70. 22 seconds to go. Here's Hart, backing in. Feeds underneath. Off the hands of Austin Shelton, out of bounds. But went off a Wildcat first. Last, I should say. 18.2 seconds to go. Wildcats lead it. 71-70. Pass to Manning. Defended by Patton and out of bounds.
Hey, you need to set something up.
16.9 seconds to go. A fantastic finish. Gotta stop the clock. Gotta start the clock. Pass away by Patton. Hands off to Deontay Dixon and a foul called in backcourt. To go against Manning and Wildcat defense. And boy, they didn't start that clock for a few seconds, and that probably ripped off about 4 or 5 seconds off that clock. In my mind, there should be like 7 or 8 seconds left only in this game. But nonetheless, 71-70, the free throw goes up and good by Deontay Dixon. Twelve seconds to go. 72-70 Wildcats. Oh, Dixon here with a big free throw will give tonight the Wildcats a guarantee of an overtime at number 2. If McQueen Casino can come back in a long 3 and tie the game, the free throw is good. 73-70. We're with 10-9. Manning for 3. Backcourt no good. Converts Don Shelton with a rebound. Hillary for 3. Got it from the corner and off to our left. Andre Shelton. We are going to overtime number 2. Holy moly. 73-73. That last 3 by Shelton ties things up at 73. How big was that? How big was that when the clock didn't start with 15.2 seconds to go, and it goes down? Did not start for a good 5 or 6 seconds or so. And so that gave the Emerald Creek Casino, for that practical purposes, that enough time there to get out the game winner. So we're tied at 73. Same rules apply. 1 timeout each team. And 2 minutes on the clock. 1 minute on the clock for overtime number 2. Wildcats with the tap. Mora with the basketball. Bridges the defensive Hart. Hands it to Moore. Drives right side. Cut off there by Carlson. On top to Patton. Gives it back to Moore, who comes back on top, circles around. Goes to the right hand, scoops down. He gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the free throw line. Fouled by Emerald Creek Casino. Tell you who it's on. I think it's number 22. It will be called on Andre Thompson. And Moore back to the free throw line. He had big 3 free throws to send this thing to overtime down the stretch. Here we are in overtime number 2. The first free throw is good by D'Angelo Moore. 74-73, Wildcats here in overtime number 2. Next free throw is good. 75-73. Long pass down to Manning. Against the defense is Deontay Dixon. Spins left. Now spins right. Now spins left. Goes up. High arcing shot off the window. High off the window. And there's a rebound pulled down by Hart. Go up for a putback rebound. Misses the shot, but he is fouled on the play. And he'll find himself at the free throw line, trying to get the equalizer with 28.2 seconds to go here on the ISPNSports.com Game of the Week. He'll dribble 2 times in 2 quick ones. Now bend, flex, and get the free throw. Kenny Hart. 75-74. And a classic here at the Puyallup Rec Center. Next free throw, not sinks up at 75. As he makes them both. Dixon will slowly bring the ball across half court with 20 seconds to go. Let's keep the Wildcats play for the final shot and play for overtime number 3. You got 13 to 12 to 11 to 10 to 9. Dixon converts on splits the fingers. Gets out to Tanya Tater or D'Angelo Moore up pick for 3. He's got it! D'Angelo Moore, the game winner. They kick out the Moore on the near ring off to our right side. Drills the triple. It's 78-75. D'Angelo Moore not only hits the big 3 free throws down the stretch, he hits the big triple in overtime number 2. They take the lead 78-75. So we're tuning right in here.
No timeout, 1 minute.
Okay.
Timeout? Why not? What's the rule say? Every overtime you get a timeout.
Okay, well, the issue is about a timeout. But listen in.
That before to both sides. So I said 1 minute. Oh, that's no fair. Timeout. That's fair. I got you. You told me that's what.
Hey, Ref. Yes, sir. Give me an explanation. What were we talking over there? What was it?
All right, so we had the time 2.3 seconds, and they thought the clock would stop after a made basket, but we don't because we use high school rules. And then they tried to go to the timeout, and I said the 1 minute, no timeouts, and that makes a game.
There you go. They couldn't call a timeout, and the Wildcats come with an improbable victory. Thank you. Good job out there, fellas. Let's get D'Angelo Moore, Amir Padden, and Deontay Dixon over here tonight as they come over with an improbable victory. They come from behind to beat the Air McQueen Casino number 1, and we get number 22 and number 12.
Alrighty.
The big stars tonight for the Wildcats. We'll come back here on video. We'll have the interviews posted on our website at ISPNSports.com. Until then, at least on radio, stay tuned for the replay coming up on ISPNSports.com. Their final score, 78-75 Wildcats.